I sit in the venture forums, my guy. I see the ideas coming. We're not building. Now, here's what it means today. Today, it means siyahlega because we say our country is more beautiful, blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
But what is the point of you living in a country more beautiful where you're not creating the economic resources to enjoy that beauty?
Yeah. There's a lot we're doing wrong as South Africa in the entrepreneurship space. When you look at the top 10 most valuable startups on the African continent, on the top 10, we perhaps have a single company. In the top 20, could be 2, maybe 3. What is it that we're doing wrong and how can we fix that problem? Today, I bring you another timeless conversation. Let's have a listen to Vusi Thembekwayo on the Penuel show, and I'm sure there's something that we will both learn. Let's have a listen and we'll have a discussion afterwards.
The quality of education and intelligence and knowledge in this country doesn't allow you to engage conversations like that with the average South African.
Let me just say something. That, by the way, is on purpose.
Of course.
I don't think the miseducation of the average, the miseducation of, to use that unpopular phrase, the masses, is a mistake.
Yeah.
If we are being honest, the quality of our education system is poor. The quality of South Africa's education system is really poor. There's a notion that there's a miseducation going on because we are not taught the skills that we need to learn to run businesses. Rather, we are taught skills that allow us to be good employees, that allow us to be good cogs in the machine, not skills that allow us to learn about finances, that allow us to learn about entrepreneurship, that allow us to make an impact in a positive way in our lives. Most of the skills that we learn in school are skills that make us obedient, are skills that make us subservient. And there's a point that Vusi Thembekwayo is making, and he says he thinks the miseducation of the masses is on purpose. Let's have a listen on why he thinks that is.
I think it's on purpose. I think it's deliberate and it's intentional. It perpetuates the very same patterns of issues of ownership, access. So I was talking to you about what's happening in East Africa today.
Yeah.
In East Africa today, Julian, my good friend Julian, right, and guys like him who are funding startups, they're not using money that they got in shares somewhere. They're using money from businesses they built.
Boom.
Where 10 years ago, Tina besbahleka, and today they're sitting in the money. Today, if you look at the most valuable startups across Africa, who would you looking at? Jumia, Kenya, Paystack, Nigeria, Flutterwave, Nigeria, and I could just keep going. And in that list of 10, there's maybe one South African, that's Yoko. And somewhere in the top 20, maybe top 30, Naledi's business or Aisha's business, Sweep South. That's it.
Guys, there's been a serious decline in the level of entrepreneurship across South Africa. We do not have many innovators in the country. We do not have many innovative businesses that are making an impact across the rest of the African continent, except the legacy businesses that have existed even before this time. What is it that we're doing wrong, and what do we need to do to be able to compete? I think that that something needs to be done, guys. We cannot be where we are. We cannot be perhaps number 10 in the top 10 of most influential startups on the continent. There's something that we're doing wrong and that needs to be corrected. And it's up to us, the masses, to make those corrections. It's up to the entrepreneurs of South Africa to take action. It's up to us to build businesses that allow us to create wealth so that we can reinvest back in our communities, back into smaller businesses in our country, thereby creating more businesses, thereby creating more employment. We need to stop coming up with this excuse of saying there is no funding. No one is going to fund you to start a business unless they have a tender, unless they want to sit on the board, unless they are a connection. They just want to put you in and collect money without doing any work. But if we are serious about starting businesses in many various spheres, we need to struggle. We need to roll our sleeves and work. There needs to be something that we do. There needs to be something that we do. We need to wake up as young black people in South Africa and realize that no one is coming to save us. It's up to us. We've got work to do. And I'm afraid we're not doing enough. We're not where we need to be. We're not even trying to compete. We are content receiving government grants. We're content sitting on our laurels. We're content complaining. Complaining is not going to solve anything. It's up to us to rise and get some work done. Let's continue listening to this discussion.
I sit in the venture forums, my guy. I see the ideas coming. We're not building. Now, here's what it means today. Today, it means siyahlega because we say our country is more beautiful, blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
But what is the point of you living in a country more beautiful where you're not creating the economic resources to enjoy that beauty?
Yeah.
It's true that perhaps we are the most developed country on the continent, but that's not our own work, if we're being honest. There are systems that the apartheid government created that we are still benefiting from. As much as it pains me to say that, it's true. What new things have we done? What new things have we done? What new businesses have we built as Black people? That needs to change. That needs to change. The rest of Africa is catching up and they're surpassing us, and we are resting on our laurels. The only thing we're good for as Black people, as young Black people in this country, is to complain, to be entertained, to know every TikTok challenge, but we do not think deeply about our own futures. I'm really concerned about our future as the future of this country. I'm really concerned about where we're headed as young people. There's no seriousness with the majority of us. Ask us about any TikTok challenge and we'll tell you. You know, we can come up with any challenge, any music challenge from the top of our head, but we're not building anything for the future. My brothers and sisters, we need to rise, we need to work hard, and we need to apply our minds, because we are a sleeping giant. We are on free fall. And if we're not careful, we will lose this country we all love. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. And I'm not fighting. I'm just hoping to spread awareness and to start discussions that are timeless. Thank you so much, guys. God willing, I will see you on the next one.